welcome to today's video where I'll be covering the LPL Week 4 Day 1 and as you can see here the LCK Week 4 Day 2. We're going to start with the LCK first because the matchups are more interesting. As I do with all four major regions, I cover the key moments, save you the time of watching a whole game or a 3-game series. You know, kind of give you the spark notes, and you know, if there's a moment that I think was monumental or interesting or, you know, a real nice outplay, I will tell you what time it happened so you can go back and look for yourself. But nevertheless, let's get started. So Damwon versus KDF. Obviously, we're not surprised. Damwon wins this 2-0. The scores, however, are pretty close. I am surprised on that front. Damwon did not blow out KDF. There are actually moments where Kwangdong looked like they could stage a comeback in both games, actually, or even establish a lead that they could keep. Game 1, for instance, KDF actually were in control of the whole early game. They took 2 Drakes. They went top lane, got a pick play. However, at the time when they went top lane, Damwon had as well, so the advantages they got for Keen, or, I mean, tried to make up for, really didn't, come to fruition. But on the bot side, they were able to get ahead. With 2 Drakes, I mean, before 15 minutes, it's nice for a team like KDF to get ahead of Damwon. Then there was a trade of kills 2-2 in top lane at 17 minutes. So at 20 minutes, Kwangdong are up 4-3 in kills. But the thing is, Damwon are up 1.5k. So the whole time the Freaks are trying to take Drakes, trying to get to Soul Point, you know, stacking Drakes. And Damwon are like, fine, you go stack Drakes, we're going to farm up. So they're ahead in objectives. And then if you notice here, I've got pink, purple, pink, pink, purple. So for the next, from 20 to 33 minutes, the only fights that occurred were around objectives. And even then, there were 4 objectives taken in a row where no blood was shed. And by that, I mean there were no kills on the board. Kwangdong went to Cloud Soul Point, and then at 26 minutes, there was a skirmish that ended up in no kills, but Damwon were able to take a Baron out of it. So the Freaks, that's where they blew it. They should have went for that fight. Even if you look like you're going to lose, you can't hand over a free Baron without any sort of anything in return. But in doing so, they lost priority in lane, they lost tempo. Damwon took 2 straight Cloud Drakes uncontested. So Kwangdong are allowing Damwon to come back into this game. They're not even trying to 50-50 or, the jungler isn't even trying to sneak into the pit to try and get the Cloud Soul. So they're just letting the game get away from them. 33 minutes, Fate would solo kill Canyon, which you'd think, oh, well, the Freaks are about to get a Baron. No. So they kill Canyon. Then there's a trade of kills 1-1. Now you're thinking, well, shoot, both teams are probably going to reset. Damwon absolutely would not have it. They would win a team fight 4-0 afterwards. Showmaker and Birdall, both with double kills, to take a Baron. So this is where Damwon says, we're done with screwing around with you, KDF. This is our game. 20 after that Baron was done, they're up 8-6, 5k gold, went to Cloud Soul Point themselves. The Freaks just, it is crazy that Damwon took 3 Drakes in a row after KDF went to Soul Point, and KDF did not even try and 50-50 or steal one or flip one. 38 minutes, Duckdom had a pentakill on Aphelios. He ends up being the MVP, and that's pretty much why. No one really stuck out. As you can see, the scores were pretty close, so nobody played exceptional on Damwon. However, Duckdom getting a penta, you can't. That's exceptional. It's an exceptional play, and that's something that is MVP worthy. So he did very well on Aphelios. The Zeri lost. Zeri did not look that good in Korea today. And you'll see that as we go along here. Game 2, Damwon would go bot lane twice in the first 6 minutes. So they were trying to get Duckdom ahead. They were investing heavy. 9 minutes, there's a trade of kills in the river. That emphasis on bot lane came to fruition at 10 minutes when Damwon got a 2v2 kill. So now 3 times the bot lane of Damwon have gotten ahead of the Freaks. So Teddy is out of this game by now. The reset occurred. The Freaks took an Ocean. They would go bot lane themselves, get a pick play. So like I said during the introduction, the Freaks are starting to come back in this game at this point. You know, go bot lane, get a pick, get a Drake. You know, the gold lead is big. It's 4K at 15 minutes for Damwon. But KDF are finding opportunities where Damwon are disrespecting them. And even then, it continued because Damwon would take a Hex Tech, but KDF would get a pick to get a Rift Herald. So they didn't use the Rift Herald properly, which did not help their cause. However, Damwon were disrespecting KDF. They did it again at 17 minutes. There's a 2-2 fight in mid where Keen got a double kill. If you allow Keen on an Akali, Keen is literally the guy you cannot allow on KDF to get ahead. That is a quick way to lose. Like, Keen is maybe the second best top laner in the LCK. Like, if you put him on, if you swap the top laners, Keen is, shoot. I mean, I think we all know how good Keen would look on Damwon or on Gen G or a team like that. But he's been on the Freaks his whole career. That's Keen. And he, shoot. If you allow him to get ahead, he will get ahead. And a double kill was a mistake. They allowed another pick, allowed a mountain. So KDF are crawling back into this game. They're cutting that gold lead down. Now, the same thing happened, though, that happened in Game 1. All these drakes and objectives go uncontested. So we have two brown lines. You probably can't see that because of, angles and coloration and lighting. But KDF take a mountain uncontested. Damwon taking a mountain uncontested. So now, KDF aren't trying to get to Soul Point really that hard. They lose one member in a fight at 28 minutes, resulting in a Baron. So you lose one member, and now your series is over. Afterwards, they would trade kills. The gold lead was 4K for Damwon. So like I said, KDF were able to cut this gold lead down. At 15 minutes, it was 4K, and at 28 minutes, it's 4K for Damwon. So KDF had crawled back into this game, but they did not contest these objectives, and they lost because of it. Because during that Baron, as it ended, Showmaker carried Damwon through a 4-1 teamfight win. Final score 13-9. Damwon come out ahead. I don't really know how to feel about it, but then again, the team below them in the power rankings, as you can see here, were pushed to 3 games. So, it's the first game for these teams after the break, so they might be coming out flat. I mean, it is what it is. But I thought the Freaks played a really good series, and maybe against a team like Sandbox, they get a win, but not against Damwon. Series 2 between Sandbox and Gen G. So Gen G were playing a substitute jungler and support due to COVID. In Game 1, it looked like they were playing challenger players because Sandbox crushed them. Obviously, with coloration, 18-5 the final score of Game 1 for Sandbox. 18-5 is a freaking monster score. So LSB would go bot lane at 4 minutes, get ahead, take a mountain off of that priority. There's 2 fights simultaneously occurring at 11 minutes that resulted in a 2-2 trade. Ruler had a cross rift snipe on Jinx with the rocket, which is nice to see if you want to see that 11 minutes. Sandbox would then take a Cloud. Eventually, Sandbox take a Ocean Soul in this game, the first soul of the day, and Gen G allowed them to get it. Gen G did not fight for these objectives until it was too late. So 15 minutes was a trade of kills. 17 minutes, LSB would get 2 kills in bot lane, so they're just growing their lead. They get an Ocean Soul point off of that 2-0. 20 minutes are up 6-4, 3K gold. And the thing is, the Gen G substitutes had 5 of the 6 deaths. Both Young Jay and Laspa did not look good in Game 1. They looked scared and anxious, and they weren't ready for the moment. In Game 1, at least. They turn it around, and obviously, as you see here, Gen G wins the series. But Game 1 was not their game to win. LSB would get a pick play, and then at 24 minutes, they would win a fight 3-1. Closer with a double kill to take the soul. Closer probably would have been the Sandbox MVP for the series if I had to pick one. Because not only does he get a double kill there, but a minute later he gets another double kill as LSB take a Baron after a pick. They take the Baron, 3-0 win, Closer's double kill. 2 key moments for double kills that really made a difference. So at 29 minutes, Sandbox would take another pick, be up 9K gold, so that Baron really just pushed Sandbox lead. Gen G had no answer. This game did go a long time, given the score. I will say that. Sandbox really struggled to end this game. 30 minutes they took on Elder after a 2-0 team fight win and ended with the Elder. I mean, I don't think they should have needed the Elder for this game. They probably should have been able to end off of that Baron at 25 minutes, given how ahead they were. But, you know, they slow played it. A team that kind of struggles. They're now 3-4. They're 8th in my power rankings. And I really like Sandbox. I've said this, I think, every power rankings that I do for the LCK. I like Sandbox. I think Sandbox has a lot to offer. I think they have a lot of young players that you know, can coin flip. And in this series, they coin flipped. They outplayed in game 1, but game two they didn't show up at all, which I talk about all the time. Game 2s feel like the team that blows out, the team that wins game 1 in a blowout ends up overestimating how far ahead they are of the other team in game 2 and get blown out back. So, and that happened here. So, let's get into it. Gen G wins game 2 15-5. Very slow early game, as you see here, a brown and red line. That indicates that the first 2 instances of anything happening were Drakes. Both teams exchanged Drakes. The first fight actually occurred at 16 minutes, where Gen G won 4-2 in mid. Chovy with a double kill. Chovy ends up being the MVP of this series. You're going to hear his name a lot. Double kill there. 18 minutes, Gen G take an Ocean off of a 3-2 team fight win. Ruler with a double kill. Ruler also was very good in this series in game 2 and 3. 20 minutes, Gen G win 3-1. Chovy with a double kill again. They take a Baron off of that. 6k gold lead turns to 8k. They go to Soul Point during that time. 28 minutes, Gen G take another Baron at 10k. 10k gold lead. So Sandbox are allowing these Barons to go over. I mean, both Barons, they did not lose a single member. They didn't lose a single member here when Gen G took the Ocean Soul Point. I mean, you're rolled over. What do you got to lose at that point? You're 30 minutes in. You're down 8k gold. You need to do something. You can't just allow Gen G to run you over, because that's what's going to happen. 29 minutes, Gen G win 4-0. Chovy and Doran with double kills ended the game. Doran was playing Fiora, which was interesting as well. That was a fun pick, a nice change in this game if you're a Fiora fan. So, I don't know. Sandbox kind of just let them have it at the end of that game. Not a lot happened. As you see here, there's not a lot written. Despite there being 20 kills, all the kills came during objective fights and significant fights. There weren't pick plays or ganks that succeeded. Game 3, Sandbox would throw the first punch and go mid lane, trying to get Chovy behind. That would not get them anywhere. I mean, Gen G would then take a mountain and take a cloud. There was no priority for LSB. LSB would win a fight after the cloud sold out 2-1. Ice with a double kill on Zeri. This was able to give them a little momentum and actually got Sandbox ahead by 17 minutes. However, at 17 minutes, and this is where the series was decided, Gen G went 4-1 in top. Chovy and Ruler both with double kills, and that pretty much just started the snowball. That eliminated the 2k gold lead for Sandbox, and by 20 minutes, Gen G would go to Hextech Soul Point, winning a team fight 4-1. Chovy with another double kill, so Chovy with another double kill. I mean, shoot. He's had like 3 or 4 already, and I mean, I got to give Sandbox credit. At least they fought for these objectives at this point, but it was too late. So 25 minutes. It's 9-5 Gen G. They're only 2k up, but Chovy is 5-1-3 on Vex. He's a monster. Ruler's also really far ahead. 26 minutes. They ace Sandbox 5-2 for the Ocean Soul. Ruler with a triple kill, which then they just went and took a Baron a minute later. 5k gold lead. Gen G are just rolling. 27 minutes. They win a fight 3-0 in bot. Chovy with the double kill. A minute later, Gen G would try and end through bot. 2-0 team fight win. Closer, however, solo killed Doran in the top lane. Like I said, Closer was the MVP of Sandbox in my opinion this series. And he showed it in game 3. Even though the game was lost, he solo killed Doran when Doran tried to tower dive him. Which, I mean, Doran probably doesn't do that if they're that far ahead. But nevertheless, he did it. 31 minutes as chaos ensued around the Nexus and the game was ending. Chovy ended up with his last double kill of this series. 3-3 team fight. So Sandbox were finally able to kind of turn the game around at the end, but it was too late. The Nexus was exposed. Final score 22-11. Chovy's the MVP. Obviously, I am not surprised that these two teams won these series. I'm just kind of surprised in the way in which it happened. Obviously, what are you going to do about Gen G? Two substitutes and they still win. That's big. That is big. Their carries carried. Chovy and Ruler carried after game one, in which case Young Jay and Laspa did not do the job. And in series one, I mean, Damwon came out flat and got ahead of KDF just in the nick of time, and both games were able to end. So, thank you for watching the LCK portion of this video, and on to the LPL. Alright, now the LPL. Two series today, both 2-0s. No close games, as you see, 16-7, 21-11, 17-4, 25-3. Blowouts. Going into the series one, though, I will say I had both teams similar. Obviously, they're both 1 and 3, so they're similar in the standings. I had IG below Rare Adam. I thought Rare Adam had played well against everyone they played, but then again, I mean, this is the first game coming off the break. Whether or not IG figured something out or Rare Adam are being humbled, I don't know. So let's get started. IG actually were behind in the early game of game one. Rare Adam had a 2-0 in bot lane, 2v2. IG would then go to bot lane at 6 minutes to right the ship, which gave them enough priority to take a hex tech. 9 minutes, Rare Adam would win 2-0 in mid to get a Rift Herald. So Rare Adam are getting multiple fights in the early game. By 10 minutes, they're actually up 2.5k gold. So Rare Adam seem to have this game in hand. They take a Cloud. However, things would start to go the way of IG. After that, 14 minutes, they would go top lane. At 15 minutes, there would be a team fight in mid that went 1-1. At the same time, Rare Adam did go bot lane to try and get Zika. And Zika outplayed him. He was able to trade kills, which is a big deal because now Rare Adam went out of their way to try and make a play, couldn't do it, lost a little bit of farm everywhere else, lost Prio. And actually Zika would then solo kill iBoy after his returned back to lane a minute later. So now Zika has turned the game on its head. I probably should have made him MVP, but I didn't. I made June MVP. June never did anything really spectacular, but I'll explain why June ends up being the MVP nevertheless. So, Zika does all this at 15, 16 minutes, turns the game around, gets them an Infernal Drake, 21 minutes. IG would then take a Baron after a 3-0 teamfight win. The gold lead for them is now 2.5k, so now IG are up. They flipped the script. During that Baron, they're able to go to Soul Point with a 3-1 teamfight win, on with a double kill. So now they're up. What looks to be 11-7, 3.5k gold, and June is 4-4. So, this is where I start talking about June. So, they have 11 kills, June has 8 of them. You can't take that away from him. He is all over the Rift. He is participating in these fights. He went bot lane to fix their issues in bot lane. He's taking objectives. He's involved in all of these fights in some way, shape, or form on Xin Zhao. And it's a similar thing in game 2. He was there. He was productive. He hasn't died yet. He hasn't been caught out. He hasn't made a mistake. And then at 27 minutes, they end the game off of getting a Baron 3-0. They didn't even need to use the Baron. They just ended after taking it. Final score 16-7. Game 2, IG would dive top lane at 3 minutes. And then they would try again at 6 minutes, in which case Cube outplayed them, traded kills 1-1. So, Rare Adam have kind of turned it around. What seems to be in the early game, they take a Cloud. However, at 10 minutes, June would go top lane for a third time. At 10 minutes, they were not going to allow Zika to get behind of Cube, and it worked out for him. So, by 10 minutes now, they're up 2k gold. They turn that into a mountain. Rare Adam are able to punch back at 14 minutes, 3-2 teamfight win in top. Unfortunately, Yuyanja gets 2 of the kills. You don't want 2 of your kills on Thresh. If they are on Jinx, this might be a totally different series. I might be talking about Rare Adam in a totally different manner. But they didn't, and I think that's why that's a big reason why they lost. Unfortunately, he got 2 of the 3 kills. IG would get a pick a couple minutes later, turn that into an Ocean. Rare Adam would get a pick, but weren't able to turn it into anything. So at 20 minutes, IG are up 8-5. June is 3-1-5. So once again, June 100% kill participation. He is everywhere. He made sure that Zika was ahead of Cube. He was not going to allow the Gwen to get ahead of the Jace, and he has made sure everything happens. He is a facilitator, and he's doing a great job. Turns into Soul Point. Eventually, they take the Ocean Soul in this game. There's a 1-to-1 team fight in top at 24 minutes. 26 minutes, they ace Rare Atom, so IG gets an ace. They turn that, obviously into a Baron. Zika with a double kill. 10k gold lead now. They weren't able to use the gold lead at that point. It's so high, how do you really use it? But they had a 10k gold lead by 26 minutes when they took the Baron. 28 minutes, IG take the Soul during their Baron push. Rare Atom would win the fight afterwards 3-1, Leanne with a double kill. That pretty much ruined the Baron. Winning a team fight afterwards, in the case of Rare Atom, eliminated some of the gold deficit that was gained by IG. That's why the gold lead stayed at 10k. 31 minutes, IG would win a fight, trying to push for the end. 4-2, on with a triple kill. Rare Atom would make a stand, so you got to give them credit. They did make a stand. They forced a reset, in which case Yukai is 4-2-11 as the game is coming to a close. They're up 20-11, 10k gold still. So, Rare Atom have been able to not allow the gold lead to grow from 26 to 33 minutes. 10k is still a lot. So much so that Rare Atom weren't even able to contest the second Baron at 33 minutes, which IG were able to end off of. Final score 21-11. They didn't even need that many kills to do it in the end. June is the MVP. That Ocean Soul was big. He facilitated the early game, got them ahead. I think he was their best player. I really do. I think on the Viego in Game 2, he played really well. He made sure Zika was ahead in Game 2, so I wasn't going to give... I guess I did the right thing. Because if Zika was the MVP, the reason why he's the MVP is when you get your lane camped and you're able to get 3 kills in the early game, of course you're going to get ahead. So, June's the MVP of that series. Series 2, JDG and Team Wii. JDG might be 2-2, but they, 42-7. It looked like a LPL versus I don't even know matchup. This is nasty. This is gonna, cover your eyes, cover your ears. This is gonna be pretty bad. So JDG goes top lane at 3 minutes. They get a pick play at 5 minutes. They turn that into a mountain. They go bot lane at 9 minutes. So in the first 9 minutes, JDG have went to 3 different places and taken a Drake. 10 minutes, they trade kills in top. They're up 2k gold. Team Wii take an Ocean. Oh, geez. Bubu gets a solo kill of 369 at 13 minutes. Now, all of a sudden, it's not OGs in a sarcastic manner. Team Wii might be turning it around. However, they disrespected JDG's vision. Got picked off. 17 minutes. That's where this game pretty much was decided. JDG won 4-1 in mid. You got with a double kill on Corky. I forgot to write down when I did this. Team Wii did swap out 80 carries for this series because Team Wii are 0-4 and they are not looking good. That's not their problem. I'll just say that. That's not their problem. So, where am I? Okay, so JDG then take a Hex Tech off of that 4-1 team fight win. 20 minutes. They got 2 Drakes. They're up 6k gold, 9-3. They are cruising. 23 minutes. They win. They don't even win, actually. They just take the soul point for Hex Tech. Team Wii actually were able to get a kill afterwards. Not able to do anything with it. 24 minutes. JDG would get 2 kills. Not do anything with it. A minute later, they get 2 more kills. Turn that into a Baron. So now they're just pulling ahead. Off of that Baron, they end 4-0 in mid. Final score 17-4. Outside of that little window there where we took an Ocean, were able to get a solo kill. They did not look good. They did not look good at all. Game 2, they looked worse. I think I haven't seen a game this lopsided, I think, in all 4 major regions. So, 2 minutes. There's a trade of kills in the bot 2v2. Kanavi goes bot lane afterwards, cleans up. So actually they come out ahead 2-1. JDG then get 2 kills in mid. They turn that into a Hex Tech Drake, in which case they want to fight 3-0, Hope with a double kill. So they are really, really cruising. I mean, they've got this team fight at 4 minutes they won. They win. They take the Hextech Drake. They win a fight for it. Hope with 2 kills for Jinx. Team We are able to kind of, just like game 1, a couple minutes where they seem to turn it around. They go mid lane, get a gank off. They turn that into a Infernal Drake. However, they did not escape the pit. JDG gets a couple kills. They're up 4.5k gold and 9-3 again. I mean, they're actually cruising. 14 minutes. JDG won a fight 4-1 in top. Hope with a triple kill. That turns their gold lead to 7k. So 7k gold lead at 14 minutes is massive. You are not really going to come back from that. 16 minutes. They lose in top lane again. 4-0. Kanavi with a triple kill. Now JDG are up 10k. I have not seen a 10k gold lead at 16 minutes. And that's what this was. That is massive. I mean, they go and take the Cloud. They win a fight 3-0 in top again. Kanavi with the double kill. At a certain point, Team We just has to decide, we're not even going to go top lane anymore. Whoever's going top lane, you are freezing at our inhibitor turret. You are not leaving, and we are not going top lane anymore. Because in 3 fights in top lane at 14, 16, and 18 minutes, they lost 11-1. That's where they lost the game. At a certain point, you have to say, no more, just freeze the damn lane. I don't even know why Bubu was trying to, I mean, I don't even think Bubu was up there anymore. Even if you did want to put Bubu on the side lane and tell him to stay there and not fight. And freeze, because that was awful. JDG take the Baron on spawn, and then they end with that Baron. 5-0 in mid. Ace. Kanavi is the MVP. Got a lot of ganks off in the first game. Obviously a great facilitator. He played Viego. He played it well. Game 2, he played Viego again. Those triple kills, obviously, like I just said, those 3 fights, I mean, those determined the game. Team We should have stopped fighting them at that point and froze the lane and didn't. So Kanavi's MVP. JDG looked really, really, really good. I have them 5th in my power rankings despite being 2-2 because they are good. Kind of like Damwon. Damwon's good. You can't deny that they're good on paper. Hopefully Top turns it around this week and we see Top look really good like we know they can be, and the LPL will be real damn interesting to close out the spring split. So, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. I do this for all 4 major regions, so tomorrow I will have both a Europe, LPL, and LCK video. So, LPL and LCK will be together like they are today, and the LEC will be separate. Check out my LCS power rankings that come out today. If you want to see the LPL ones out, oh, well, there aren't any LPL ones. Oops. The LEC comes out yesterday, so didn't come out, it came out. I am running out of words to say, so thank you for watching and hope you come back for more content.